Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilleys Landing Resort Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We got floodgates again today. They're running about 15,000 CFS, equal to 4 units, 3 units and 5 floodgates. It's supposed to be about 1,000 cubic feet of water coming over on each gate. It's May 16th. Not May 16th, March 16th, and we're going to do one cast today. You guessed it, we're going to throw white jigs. It's about midday. Let's see, get my trolling motor down. It's a little bit afternoon. Oh. And okay, got my trolling motor down. Still running my motor to try to keep myself in one spot up here. I'll move back out just a little bit. I want to kind of stay in the middle this time. The last couple of times we've been up here, we've fished the side. Dwayne was up here on a trip this morning in the rain all morning. They did pretty good, but they did see shad in the water, and they did better yesterday. Better than yesterday. But the hot spot's still down there by the boat ramp for some reason. But we're gonna stay right in the middle. Make sure my trolling motor works. Looks like it's working. I've got 4 rods here rigged with either blue and white or gray and white, 1/8 ounce jigs, 4-pound line. Dwayne did say that he had to really keep his jig on the bottom, so he'd feel it ticking the bottom. Then he would lift up. He'd pick up a lot of moss. He lost some jigs. They said they lost some hard baits too. But he said they did really good if you kept that jig on the bottom. So that's what we're going to try to do. That's what I'm going to try to do. Even though we've had floodgates and we've had even seeing shad, we really haven't had that good shad bite yet. Okay, no fish on one cast, but still hoping for some good fish today. And I really didn't get it down on the bottom that time because did not come up with any moss. Dwayne said he had the lake all to himself this morning. It's understandable. There are a few boats out now. The rain's supposed to be kind of off and on this afternoon, more off than on. We got at least 1 inch this morning. Which adds to our total. I'm really having to let it go down. I'm not feeling the bottom yet. I'm down there now, I think. I am expecting to lose a few jigs today, just because I'm going to keep it real close to the bottom. I'm not used to this trolling motor. It's not mine. But I think it'll be all right. It's working pretty good. It's working real good. I feel like coming up here and dragging a shad fly is going to be a little better than even throwing a jig. It's going to be a lot easier for sure. And that way you'll know you're on the bottom by just bumping the bottom with a weight. There's the bottom, or a fish. Yeah, it was probably bottom. The fish we catch up here, just like what you saw yesterday, they're just a lot nicer fish. Oh, I see a shad on the surface right out there. Kind of stands out. It's nice and silver. Threadfin shad. That's cool. Sure like to see a little more evidence that the fish are seeing them too. And that would be like a fish on every cast. I am on the bottom. I like to kind of jiggle the jig a little bit, not just bouncing it once or twice, but 3 or 4 times. And I think it kind of gives a flutter to the jig. And then I let it drop. It's like it's fluttering up and then dying. Of course, they're not really paying any attention to it. Sounds good. No moss on that one. I'm not quite in the middle like I want to be, but it should be okay. I'm not working the edge. I'm not holding myself like Dwayne was yesterday, so the drift's going to be a lot faster. I'm just drifting with the current. There's one. He came up and hit it. I don't think I was on the bottom at all. It's a good fish. And he is fat. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. That's what they look like when they eat shad, right there. Don't see any in his belly, in his mouth. Bloop. Okay, I am going to move out a little bit. Oops. Well, that's good. I didn't catch fish till I got down to the boat ramp yesterday, so I'm ahead. Blake was all excited, man. He was ready to quit his job and come out and fish. But he's painting jig heads. We're gonna need some white jig heads, I told him. He hit that pretty hard. It was like he was looking for something white. I'm working it all the way to the boat because I kind of like working it short, because I know I can see the angle and I can tell kind of where I'm at, and I know I can kind of get an idea of how deep I am, even when especially when the jig is a little closer. Dwayne said they caught some smallmouth this morning on their jerk baits. I wonder if they're already coming over those gates or what. We do see a lot of warm water species when they really open those gates. I'm not sure if we're going to see additional water released. The next step would be to go from 15 to 20,000 CFS, where they'd open all 10 gates. We'll just see what the lake levels do. I know Fayetteville area got 2 inches of rain this morning, so that means Beaver Lake's going to be jumping up. But right now they're not running any water. I have no idea why. It's crazy. So that lake will jump up. But it's a smaller lake and has a smaller basin. Coming down to the boat ramp area. Dwayne said it was hot again this morning. There's a shallow flat on this side of the lake, starting at the boat ramp, and it goes down to where, oh, right at the top of the Narrows where that chute cuts across when the water's down. Yeah, that was a bite. So there's just a shallow area out here, and that's where those fish have been sitting. It's on top of that flat. Come on. Hot spot. Of course, should be fishing the other side of the boat. That's where we caught them yesterday. It's all right. See if they're out here. Come on, jig, get down there. I don't think I'm on the bottom. See if that'll help. Now I'm on the bottom. Oh, got some moss. Can feel that. Oh yeah. Well, I did catch one through the hot spot there. Oh, that was a bite. Had a little tap. I'm gonna kind of go over here to the we're close to these trees. Throw in this this area just below where it comes through the trees. There's a drop off right there. A little bit of an eddy. think there'd be a whole bunch of fish in there. Kind of drag it through that slower eddy water there. Wow. Very disappointing. Saw some guys as I was coming up. Guys staying with me, they'd caught a nice one. I told them to throw white jigs up here, so really thought it'd be better. If we give them a few hours or a day or two, a lot of them will see the shad. Maybe we'll get that shad bite, is what we call it. But it's just not happening yet. Thanks for watching. We'll try it again tomorrow. Maybe up here, maybe another place. We'll find out where they're biting. That's where we'll go. See you tomorrow.